Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the Riasi, we still outside. Mine on the richest, heart in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we without a ride, nobody wave, we're the ones who started with it. Translation, Yami had to buy, Yani had Yana hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr.
We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog, what's the love in the streets? For my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when we ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Them I see Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful the people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cut team, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. Baby for lunch, but call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them don't get the same. Me and them don't get the same. Boy, that they gonna know who the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only go for the money bags and I don't really wanna be
Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020.
Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers
and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. A short kick taken at the 18. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Jacobs to start the... And right away, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right?
Right.
To him, it probably felt like hours because he's agonizing, like, I've got to get this football back. Able to get it done.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Zamir White. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down. The Raiders had 6 and 9 to start play. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 7. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. From the 41, Carr. His throw incomplete. This defense for the Niners, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Carr. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Into the red zone. It's Carr. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Eric Armstead in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he fires one, but incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
The kick by Carlson is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out, probably a pretty good start to take.
I think you're exactly right about that because they just shook off the offense of the kickoff and field position and took the ball and moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
And this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes, and when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Carr are going to give it to Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. The former first-round pick, Eric Armstead, the one who got in there to make that play.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. They'll try the right side here with White. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards. And this one winds up no good.
First down, here's Mitchell. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Here we go, here we go.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring out the 3rd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get him down.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has helped them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Slant to Adams. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he can't get away. Carr is going to go down, and that is a safety. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles, and they've changed plays when they see certain sets. A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure, and boy, did it pay off in this case.
This is taken at the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Running left, here's Mitchell. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
11.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Open man is Ayuk. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
11.
Try the right side with Mitchell. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Second down and 7.
13. 2.
Right back to Mitchell here.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up the third down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. Garoppolo now. Throw left side complete. That's Mitchell.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo.
Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 of the 12. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down.
Back to the ground here, Mitchell.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Here's Garoppolo tossing quickly out wide. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Here we go.
Second and goal from the 1.
Mitchell again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line.
They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal.
Davis Price will score. Touchdown, 49ers. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Here we go.
49ers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And they'll accept that penalty. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And this is good, and it makes it a 9-3 ball game.
Makes the score Niners 9, Raiders 3. Robbie Gould kicking off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now after the offsides penalty. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Jet sweep. Carr backs it forward. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr. He finds his man. Complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
White now on the read option. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Tackle made back at the 44-yard line.
6-18.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner. You know you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Well, that time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
There's a good push to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Jet sweep. Garoppolo taps it forward. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Garoppolo able to find Samuel there for a Niners first down.
First down, San Francisco.
Side complete to McLeod. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here we go, here we go. 21, 21. Here we go.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
This defense is really fooling around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. This one caught by Kittle. And he's got some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. There's Garoppolo to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Cleveland Farrell, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So on third down, a field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. The kick by Gold is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
They run over center with Mitchell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. To throw is Garoppolo. And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Here comes Abdullah on the return. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First down, here's White. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On play action, now Carr. They'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. The slant connects with Devontae Adams. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On play action, it's Carr. Catch made, it's Moreau. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Quick throw caught out wide by Renfro. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He'll buy some time right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the 1st.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they want to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots. And right there, he slides in with ease for the 1st down.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
He will push his way down to about the 14. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
get this into the hands of Ayuk. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up second down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And just like that, it's third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Able to complete this one to McLeod. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. There to make the tackle, Jonathan Abram.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 40-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Garoppolo looks to throw. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 27-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Raiders 3.
Play action. Now Garoppolo. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Cleveland Farrell getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, Parker, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
Garoppolo out wide here to Samuel. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
In it to win it.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Going for it. Here's Davis Price. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
The kick by Gold is good, and that's going to bump up their lead now to 15-3.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
29! Express!
To throw again on second down. Carr. And his throw is incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Throwing his Carr on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's pulled in at the 32. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Give running right is Mitchell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead is knocked harmlessly to the turf.
The offense on third down, they've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 8. On third down, here's Mitchell. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down.
comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
It's a year 2. And the Raider 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On 1st down, Carr. Out to the left. That's where the tight end Moreau is. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 30 yards there. And a 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Shotgun now for Carr. Open man, that's Renfro. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Carr. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
2nd down and goal. Carr. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Jacobs. And Jacobs, I don't think is going to get there. No. It appears they're going to mark him short of the 1st. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Carr keeps it on the sneak. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Derek Carr scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Raiders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Pulls it in at the 13. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Abdullah to return. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Carr. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So after the sack, Carr in Las Vegas with a 3rd and long. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Throwing his Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Carr to throw. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.